Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on this fantastic day. And today we're gonna be trying some pixel art. Ah, uh, ah, achoo. Oh, it's done. So this is the final result. Yeah, it's not good. I'm not even gonna try to lie. So I started with a ball because it was the simplest thing to draw. And then I added some shading. I used the technique, I don't know its name, but it's basically when you put a darker dot in an area and a not darker dot in an area. And yeah, I think the ball turned out pretty well. And then I wanted to draw a pen in a monochromatic art style, only in one color basically. And I didn't like the line work, so I made it invisible. And I would like I would want to I wanted to say a pen joke here, but I lost my point. So anyway, I added some simple shading to to not make it look bland, and I added some white around it to make it pop. And then I decided to work on uh, background, an actual background. It wasn't easy. This one was took by far the longest time. It's basically a park at night, and the lanterns took a lot of time to get the colors and the actual look that I was going for. It took a while, so I was experimenting. Do I wanted to make it look black or brown, and I think brown made it look good. And then I started working on. Then I tried to work on the stone, seeing, experimenting, seeing if I had highlights underneath the lanterns would look good or not. It didn't, so I removed them, and then I added some. Then I was just experimenting with color, seeing what color works, what color doesn't, trying to see if I could pull off some highlights. And yeah, I didn't really like the highlights, so removed them. Then I added some shadows, and then I started working on the fence. And yeah, I love how the fences turned out. They look so good. I love how shiny they look too. Anyways, then I started working on some grass, cause you can't have a park without grass. And then it's, I just started drawing it without worrying about the color. I would worry about that later. So I just started trying to visualize how it would look, how the value would look if the color didn't exist. And then I actually started changing the color because a park at night, like the grass is green in the morning, but it's not green at night. So I just started working on the colors, making it look like it's dead grass. That was the look that I was going for. I wanted the color to be very hot, using reddish colors. I didn't want to use any blue at all. And yeah, I think I really then I added some in betweens between the grass to make it look way better. Just sprinkling in some dots to make it pop a little more, and then just adding some final details, making it look how I want, like the final version. And then I was experimenting a little, adding in betweens. I really liked how the in betweens looked, so I kept them. And then I decided to add some grass at the top. It I didn't really like a lot of grass, but I think a little made the drawing way better, made it way more realistic or semi-realistic. And then I started working on a lake, working on the highlights, working on how the water would look. Then I started working on the colors. I didn't want it to be pure blue, and yeah,